Hello and welcome. So I'm going to take a look at the Times quick cryptic crossword, and I'm fearful it's not going to be quick this morning. It's the setter is Pedro. This is the puzzle being published on Saturday, the 7th of June, 2025. So yeah, Pedro, one of the tougher setters. There's always something a bit kind of difficult about clues. We get one puzzle a month from Pedro, and the 5 so far this year have ranged from 21 to 26 minutes. So it's been consistently in the kind of the low to mid 20s, but just averaging just under 24 minutes now. If you consider my general average is about 15 minutes, and some of these puzzles, a couple of weeks, last week I was ripping through in like 6 to 8 minutes. You can see the problem I have with Pedro. So I don't think there's anything more to say than, okay, let's just crack on. Let's dig in. Lied with fibs broadcast skewered by European scepticism. I mean, that's an anagram of lied fibs with an E in it. Defibrillate. Skepticism is, don't know. Soldier dismissing odd parts in poem. Is that an ode? Yeah, ode. Okay. Scuba say. Friend puts on in the morning. I want to put aqualung in there, but it isn't. Scuba is an acronym, isn't it? Acronym? Is that acronym? Why is that AM with a crony? Yep. Suppose unity encompasses mathematical ratio. That's easy for me to say. I'm looking for a hidden word there. I don't think it is. Suppose unity encompasses mathematical ratio. I don't know what mathematical ratio is beyond being a ratio. Okay. US city laid in pianos for distribution. That's just laid in pianos, isn't it? As an anagram. 12 letter. Philadelphia is normally about a long one, but that isn't going to fit it. Laid in pianos. Nope. Busy insect beginning to taste vegetable. I want to put beet. Yeah, bee. Busy bee with a T for taste. Almost completed new kitchen feature. Almost completed new done N. Oven. Over with an N on the end. Oh, R taken off, N put on. Change of ownership. Originally eliminating resistance steadily and quickly. I wonder if that is just an anagram of ownership, which is 9 letters with an E. Originally put an E, R and S on the end, and quickly would be get it done or something. I don't know. One-stop shop. I don't know. Regret limiting attempts. That's going to be rude. Try after turning unpredictably. Try as a go. What have I got? Rogue. Turning unpredictably. Yeah, go backwards with rue around it. Unpredictable is rogue, I think. Be exultant regarding Irish writer on the radio. So we've got, oh gosh, James Joyce, rejoice, rejoice. I think is a spot like that for to be exultant. So James Joyce is with a Y. A loud lease is a let. Okay, that's nice. Cuddly toy to stand behind lingerie item. Teddy is a lingerie item, and a bear is to stand something. Okay, like that so far. Try and learn. Here, you try someone, you learn, you hear. I think. What's this? Elation, Juliet, and Romeo. Finally, is joy, isn't it? J and O Y. Yeah, just getting the passing of that. Finally, together. I think so. Finally. I don't want to get together. The together bit is. We've got J for Juliet, we've got O from Romeo finally, and then the final letter of together is not a Y. Oh, I don't know. I think that, yeah. Okay, let's have a look at that one down there while I'm down here. Direct to drop temperature, get angry is go red, directed. To drop temperature is T. Red. Get angry is to, don't know, this one. With bathrooms and ensuite, isn't it? In use, heads for the exit. Unfortunately, there's an anagram ensuite somehow. Over here, what have we got? Church using choral. Singers. Let's come back there again. I don't want to go there again. Still don't know what. Let's change of ownership. Resisting steadily and quickly. Don't know. Desperate. Dark chess piece hiding king. Knight. Okay, yeah. Knight without the K. What's this? Hang, hung, hing, hand. Change of ownership is hand. Hand. Quickly. Hand. Don't know. Alright, well, it looks a lot better. Downs. Fed up about American. Unwilling to listen. Unwilling to listen. There's an A for American, I think. Fed up is... Unwilling to listen is deaf. Yeah, literally fed upwards, deaf. Okay. Jabber, yes. Startled to receive piece of jewellery. Jabber, yes. Is that an anagram of yes? Piece of jewellery would be... not sure. One is cycling for a long time, which is neon. So yeah, just move the E from the start to the end. Whatever it is, when to start. One's unusual menu is not susceptible to complaint. Immune. Okay, I'm for it. Yep. I'm for ones, and this one, infallible dessert with a measure of alcoholic content. Dessert with a measure of alcoholic content. Ooh, proof, is that? It's like proof, isn't it? It's like proof. What's this? Hands one's fuse. Resistance is to do with fuses. Fuss, fash, fast. Must be fast, must be steadily and quickly. Hand. Don't know what that is. Right. Oh, don't go down there. I want to go. Where am I going? Going ding ding ding. Proof. Infallible. Dessert is foolproof. Fool is a dessert, isn't it? Oxford colleague, that is in the care of old hands. Oxford colleague, done. That is in the care of old hands. So, i.e. Oh, it's the name of the college, isn't it? Oriel. Yeah. Right and left being the hands. A lot of poetry in Old English, revolutionary to an extent. I want it to be even so, but ever, verse. A lot of poetry is ever in Old English. Yeah, ever so. Old English going backwards, I think. Ever so. Let's go with that. This must be Minneapolis or something, mustn't it? What is it? It's a polis, anyway. Minneapolis, no. Indianapolis. Indianapolis we'll go with. What's this? Olive? Mathematical ratio. O encompasses suppose unity. What that is. Okay, this one lied, okay, with fibs. Oh, that's the anagram, isn't it? Skewered by skepticism is disbelief. Okay, that's okay. We don't mind that. Disbelief, and this is jabber. Startled to receive piece of jewellery. Okay, so that's... Oh, I don't know. Yes, startled. So it's an anagram of yes. Syringe. Jabber. Syringe? Ring, yeah, syringe. I don't quite understand that. A ring is a piece of jewellery with an anagram of yes going around it. Jab. Oh, jab. They give you a jab, don't they? Yeah, of course. International traveller. First to Tunis. First is ist. Is one less interested in the wider world. Ist. Oh, gosh. Change of ownership is hand. Originally eliminating resistance. Which is an anagram of ownership, as I said originally, which is 9 letters. Quickly is fast. And this, so it's gone well up until this point. Directed to drop temperature. Directed is 8 letters. Get red. Can't be get red though, because we've got get in the clue. For get angry. Go red. Nope. Directed. dash. So let's go at this one again. International traveller, could be int, international. Interested in the wider world is one less interested. First to Tunis. Oh, international traveller. First to Tunis. There's a T. T is one less interested in the wider world. Ignorant. Oh, flippin' heck. What's he done here? Change of ownership. Hand over fast. Hands over hand. Hend. Hing. Hang. I wonder if I went with ownership, I've got ones in there, haven't I? Which normally in the middle. Okay, there's no NE. Oh gosh. Directed to drop temperature. Get angry. That must be red, mustn't it? Just suddenly thinking, is it an anagram of get red and get angry? No, it isn't. Put code red in there, but that isn't right either. Must be red. There's no other word that gets there. Angry is red. Directed. Introject. This is international. Introject. Introvert. 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 What is that? Introvert. Intro is international traveller. First to Tunis. Over. Hand one's fast. That doesn't really work. Hand. And this one, let's not look at this one up here. Suppose unity encompasses mathematical ratio. I mean, there's not many things fit in there. Unity is 1. Yeah, suppose is to opine. Yeah, I guess mathematical ratio is pi, I suppose. Opine is to suppose. Unity is 1 with pi in it, I assume is the right thing. International is int. A rover is a traveller. Okay, first Tunis is T. Yeah, introvert, that's easy. When you get there. Change of ownership is hand. Hand, hend, hind, hind. Ones. Directed to drop temperature, sort of up directed. Let's cross some letters out directed because I'm tid. So let's take out red. Loses me DIE. That doesn't really work, does it? Hand over foot doesn't work. Ensuite, let's have a look at ensuite again. With bathroom is an ensuite. Unfortunately, in use heads for the exit. Yeah, put TE on the end. So in use is an anagram with the first part of that. This quickly means that must be fast, doesn't it? Or fuse. Hand one's fuse. Lose one's fuse. I was going to look at ownership as being an anagram. Ownership, because then I can take out ones. Owner. Ship. If I take out ones from ownership, it leaves me WRHIP, which really doesn't help much. But we get rid of our ones. There's no N in there. I can't think what goes in here. Hand, hend, hund, hind, hunt, haunt. Which is why I think it's hand. Directed to drop temperature, get angry. So now out of 14 minutes on the puzzle that I'd all but finished 5 minutes ago. directed, something red. Am I just being really thick here? Probably. Because I would have thought that's ones in the middle. Normally ones go somewhere. Blow one's fuse. Can't be, because choral's right, which is church, ch, oral is speech, and using singers is choral. Night without the k, dark is night. Chess piece is a night without the hiding k, becomes night. Night with the k becomes k. That version. Where am I going next? Change of ownership. Hand over fast, is that right? Can't be over though, because we've got ever so, haven't we? Hand over. Hand over is change of ownership. There we go. Originally eliminating resistance. Steadily and quickly. Hand over fast. Get angry. Okay, change of ownership is a handover. Originally eliminating resistance steadily. So resistance is an I think, or is it an R? Hand over fist. Oh, that's what it is. It's first. Originally, yeah, first without. So what's this word? Red. I'll take out that. Teg red. Yet red. P red. Leg red. I don't think it can be get again because get is in the clue. Set. C red. There you are. Try and type the right letter. C red. Handover. I'm going to go with C. Directed. Seared. Directed is steered. Yeah. There we go. Hurrah! 1648. Okay, that was frustrating. Those last few. Gosh, I don't know what. I mean, it shouldn't be too frustrating because it's my fastest Pedro of the year. Let's go through then. What do we got? We've got an anagram, or disbelief is an anagram of the words lied, fibs, with an E put in there. Broadcast is your anagram indicator, and disbelief is skepticism. Fair enough. Ode. So ode is a poem. We take the second, fourth and sixth letters of soldier, i.e. we dismiss the odd parts, the first, third, fifth, seventh letter of soldier, we get ode, which is a poem. Scuba is an acronym, so self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. So scuba, say. Say is telling us it's an example of an acronym. A friend is a crony, puts on in AM, morning. To suppose is to opine. I mean, that's a tough definition, I think. Unity is 1, encompassing the mathematical ratio of pi. I mean, that's a very complicated clue, I think, for a QC. On pretty much all accounts, really. I mean, suppose to opine is not your normal definition. Unity for 1 is okay, I suppose, but to say pi is mathematical ratio, not many people would think that. We've got the US city of Indianapolis, which is an anagram of laid-in pianos, I think, and for distribution is your anagram indicator. A busy insect is a bee, busy bee. Beginning to taste is the T on the end, which gives you a beet, which is a vegetable. Almost completed is over. So completed is over. So take off the R from over and put an N for new on the end. Gives you the kitchen feature, which is an oven. Right, a change of ownership is handover. Originally is first. The first time we did this, the original time we did this, eliminating R for resistance gives you steadily and quickly, which is hand over fist. Regret is rue. Limiting attempt after turning. So we've got attempt is having your go, have your go at Monopoly, have an attempt, and turn that around gives you the OG to go into rue, which gives you rogue, which is unpredictable. To be exultant is to rejoice. We've got is regarding, and the Irish writer is James Joyce, but it's a sound like of Joyce, because Joyce is spelled with a Y and it's an I here. Double definition or allowed, so allow this to happen, you let it happen, and a lease is a let. A cuddly toy is a teddy bear. To stand something is to bear it, going after the teddy, behind the teddy, which is a lingerie item. On the downs, we've got fed up, literally put FED upwards, about A for American. If you're unwilling to listen, then you are deaf. And notice we've got deaf and hear in the corners, which is kind of the opposites of each other. A jabber, so a jabber is a syringe gives you a jab, so therefore it's a jabber. Tough definition again. We've got an anagram of yes, we've got SYE, so startled is your anagram indicator. Receiving a piece of jewellery, which is a ring. One is cycling, so if you take the word one and you move the E to the front, you cycle it around, you get eon, which is a long time. Ones, so I am, one is, so very posh way of saying I am going to do this, one is going to do this. Unusual menu is saying there's an anagram menu. Unusual is your anagram indicator, and not susceptible to complaint, well, you're immune. Infallible is foolproof. A dessert is a fool. I think things like raspberry fools. I don't know, really. A measure of alcoholic content. The measurement is proof. What's the proof of this alcohol? So an Oxford College, I was reading that as colleague when I read it. Oxford College is Oriel, probably the only one that comes up, I think. That is i.e. going in the care of O for old, and hands are right and left, R and L. I think we had that a clue similar to that recently, but with an Oriel window. A lot of poetry, so a lot of poetry is verse without the E. And Old English revolutionary, so put an O for old and an E for English around them, but they're revolutionary, so put the E first and the O later. To a large extent is ever so. International is int, a traveller is a rover, and first to Tunis is a T. One less interested in the wider world is an introvert. If something's got a bathroom with a bathroom, then it's en suite maybe. Unfortunately, it's saying there's an anagram of in use to begin that, and heads for the exit is the T and the E to go on the end. Church is abbreviated to CH. Using speech is oral, which gives you choral, which is using singers. Right, directed to drop temperature. Directed is steered. Steered without a T becomes seared, which breaks down to be see red, which is to get angry. The dark is the knight, spelt this way. A chess piece is a knight with a K, hiding the king. So take the K off of K, abbreviation for K, king. Take the K off knight, becomes knight. To try, you go to a hearing. At the core is to try someone is to hear them, and to learn is to hear. And this one, well, okay, elation is joy. That's easy enough. I mean, it's helped by the fact you've got rejoice there. So you've got joy. J for Juliet is NATO phonetic alphabet. Romeo finally is an O. And then, okay, yes, okay, Romeo, the O of Romeo and the Y of finally. Take the final letters of those and put them together. Gives you the OY. I think is how I interpret that clue. It's definitely joy anyway. So there we go. 1648. It's been a tough week for me on this crossword. I had a great start on the week on Monday at 6 minutes, and then since then it's just all been over well over 15 minutes. But there we go. All done. Thanks for watching.